information you need to know about the power sector, professionals in the industry, electrical products, government agencies, the stakeholders, and many more.
It's not just a radio program. It's a radio program with a difference. It's the Power Connect show. I know you want to ask what is the difference. The difference is that this is the only program that connects you to the electricity world the way no other program does. It's the only program that always gives you that up-to-date information that you need about electricity matters, both in Nigeria and beyond. My own name remains what it has always been, Ademola Ben Cranston Adegoke, and friends simply call me ABC Adegoke for short. This program is coming to you. You know the station already. You know the program is coming to you on that station that always makes sense. That station we call Nawe Radio, Niger FM 102.7. One thing you know that I will never do is to come alone. And whenever you hear my name, you expect the one you know as BB. I call him my brother from another mother, Banji Busari. You expect the name to follow.
ABC, thank you very much. You've started the very right way, just as if you knew what I was going to say. Let our listeners check this time belt, 4:30 to 5 p.m. every Wednesday, and measure the quality, the value they derive from this program in the last 1 year, and see whether they can get a match on any other station in this polity. I'm talking about Nigeria as a whole. I said we give the right values, particularly when it comes to electricity information. That is, electricity utility matters. So that's exactly what we are doing again today on the program, Power Connect show. Sit back and enjoy us, because today is going to be a very fresh edition from different angles. You are welcome.
Banji, I think
so we go for the
people will be waiting for the news and tidbits for the day.
Yes, so we still about this STS matter. So we don't talk on for 6 months now. So the news is that EKDC advises customers on meter upgrade. As the deadline for meter upgrade is fast approaching, EKDC has advised its customers to avoid being caught in the rush by quickly confirming the eligibility or otherwise of their meters for upgrade. A public notice by the DISCO urged customers to visit www.ekedp.com/STS for further guidance on the eligibility of their meters prior to upgrade. It will be recalled that the company has since last year been announcing the need for all customers to upgrade their meters to STS status before the deadline of September 30, 2024, by which time all meters not upgraded will not be able to upload electricity credit units. Me, I not going to be victim, or I go do everything to ensure that date I don't do the right thing before the deadline.
One thing is usually said about our compatriots, about Nigerians. We like to rush, even though we know be Russians. We like to rush, wait till the last minute before we start, rushing. So don't be a Russian. This STS meter upgrade, confirm the eligibility of your meter for upgrade.
Now, so we go for a short break. When we return, we'll actually go into the mainstream.
Dear Ogbonge Eco-Disco customer, abeg make you go our website www.ekedp.com/STS and enter your current meter number to check whether your meter qualify to upgrade to the STS2 version. If your meter qualify, we go holla you back. But if you not qualify, you fit apply for new meter and the EKEDC go return the meter money to you over time. If you experience any wahala, abeg make you contact our customer experience team through the email or phone wey we provide. This na public service announcement from EKEDC. EKEDC. Now we dey empower the quality of life.
Now we dey empower the quality of lives. That's EKEDC. ABC, that's exactly why we are here, empowering the quality of life. I mean, today is going to be a totally different experience.
On Wednesday, and Banji, have you noticed that the August break is over?
Yes, you know, we usually experience August break, and when we talk about August, it means there's a temporary cessation of rainfall.
Yes.
For that period, for maybe 2-3 weeks. But that period is over
It's
now.
over now. The rains are back.
And
The rains are back.
the showers of blessing
And-
are happening on a daily basis.
And as
now.
the rains are back, they come with their challenges, especially as they affect safety in safety of electricity users. And that's why today again, you know, this safety matter.
Now the fourth episode be this one.
That is to tell you that EKEDC is one brand that cares so much for the safety of its customers. It is not the brand strives as much as possible to give the best service, but under the realization that only the living can enjoy
such
best
best
good electricity service. And so today,
so that's to say that we can never have enough discussion on safety.
Today
So
we have two gentlemen from our proud sponsors EKEDC. I have here with me Engineer Gbadebo Ademola. Is the District Operations Manager of Ijora District. Engineer, you are welcome. You are welcome. And of course, it's our friend. He's been here before. Is the HOD, Health Safety and Environment Administration of EKEDC. That's Mr. Cletus Onyeuko. You are welcome.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
gentlemen, it's our pleasure to have you in the studio, and we're still talking about safety as Demola has actually told us. Now let's look at it. Let's look at from the basics. The general awareness. We need a lot of awareness as far as safety is concerned, particularly during rainy season. The rains are back and we're actually moving towards the peak. Now, what are the general common electrical hazards associated with the heavy rainy season?
Yeah, thank you.
Let me start with Mr. Cletus.
Mr. Cletus.
Yeah, thank you for that question. Actually, this period of rainy season is also always associated with some hazards, like you have just said. Like during the rainy season, you can see flooding coming up, inadvertently to people's houses. So what are they expected to do when there is rainy season? Because there is possibility that there might be flooding, especially when you are living in a riverine area like this island locations, Lekki, that are always prone to flooding. So we advise that when you envisage that there's a possibility of flooding coming around your environment, you're expected to isolate, put off the supply, because electricity is not in friendship with water.
Okay.
They are enemies. They don't come together because they have the potential to.
They may be friends at all.
Not friends. So that is why once there's heavy downpour like this, please, we advise people to put off their supply so that in order to maintain safety.
Okay, fine. Now we noted that. What are the other ones?
And likewise, during the time of rain, to buttress what my HOD talk about, when it's rain like that, it's not even ideal for somebody to stay under the line, like running away from rain. Okay. Or maybe there's a shed under our main line. It's not okay for such a person to stay under it because it is very, very hazardous. It do conduct when there's raining storm. It do conduct because most of those sheds are not well arted. It do conduct, and if you now stay under it, there's possibility for that person to be executed, which is very, very hazardous.
Okay. I'm concerned about the indoor first and foremost. During rainy season, a lot of, particularly when you are watching your television and you find out that the reception is not so good, you probably may want to see what's happening.
Do you want to go and for those who use antenna?
Yes, antenna. You may want to go and see what's happening to your antenna. What advice do you have for people like that?
For people using antenna, when it's raining like that, antenna do conduct easily when there's raining storm. And secondly, if the house is not well arted, it's not even ideal by adjusting anything called antenna during raining season, during raining time. And it's even better for us not to even watch any TV during that time. If the house is not well arted, touching anything in the house is on high risk. Likewise, by plugging let me say electric kettle, which is far hazardous. It can
you still not know whether the house dey properly arted or not. The advice be say make you no kukuma
no touch anything.
No touch anything like that. Where you know say, what about heavy thunderstorms and all of that wey dey happen outside? Sometimes you dey inside your room and the thunderstorm dey strike bah. What you suppose do?
Likewise like that, out of fairness, some people do normally do otherwise, which is not ideal. Otherwise, that I mean is that maybe like cooking during that time with electric gas and with electric cooker or using burner. It's very hazardous, also very bad, because anything called storm can easily cause issue during that time. And by house being not well arted, it depends on how the electrician that work with that person, if it's not a professional. It's better when somebody is being in his house and wanted to do the wiring of that house, it's better for you to contact or consult highly professional engineer that can easily put you through, that can easily even do the work better than all this roadside electrician.
If the tenant will just move to the house, maybe the house they don't build the house 10 years ago, how you go take no? Or make we just do a kind of proper maybe
inspection.
Normally, arting do fail at times.
They fail.
Arting do fail at times. And it's better for somebody when you have a house like that, it's also to do proper arting. Proper arting. What I mean by proper arting is that you use proper material for use, so that you won't have any issue at times.
Okay. Let me before you actually, sorry, just a second. Let me invite our listeners to join us. Maybe they figure question for our guest here. The numbers to call are 020-1515-1027. I get another line 020-1515-2027. Then the WhatsApp number now 081-001-30349. These are the lines to call on to that. You can send your messages through WhatsApp to participate. Let's know how you react or your own position or your own experience as far as rainy season is concerned. That's using electricity.
One thing that usually comes with the rainy season, the way we already mentioned, is thunderstorm, and what that leads to is cases of dammed lines. We have snapped lines. If I'm going on the street and suddenly I see a snapped line, a snapped line.
Then we don't cut that too.
Yes, we don't cut.
The wire they ground.
Now the wire don't be down. What you have to do?
When you see wire that cut when there's a rainy season, because it was always possible that wire can cut because of maybe electrical sparking. Wire can come down. So once wire comes down like that, it is assumed that they are alive. Don't think that as the wire is on the floor that it doesn't talk means that they are dead.
That they are dead.
They are alive because they doesn't talk. It's only when you make contact with them you discover that
it's alive.
It's alive. So once you see any wire on the ground, on the road, please run away from that side. Don't go near there. What you do is you have to report to our office immediately. If you have our number or you have any of our staff that are normally come to distribute bill or do any work with two people, immediately call them that there is a wire that snaps into place, so that they will call our office so that they will isolate that wire. Or better still, you use something to barricade. You put something to barricade so that people will not walk into that wire, because some people might not know that those wires are live. So once you see a wire snap in your area, please use something to barricade and notify people not to go closer to it, so that they will not be endangered by that hazard. So you need to let people know that this is a hazard that is already on the floor. Then why you report to our office immediately, so that we can cut off the supply to that light, where our men will come and clear off the wire from the road.
Now engineer Gbadebo, let's still talk about this issue of flood. The other time we were talking about flood in the house, but even outside, flood can also lead to excavation of underground cables, and someone will not know in that the underground cable, even during flood, how is this to be managed? Maybe you are walking inside flood, you see flood and you want to walk inside it. How safe is it?
Good question.
How safe is that?
Like walking inside flood when it's raining is at high risk, because you don't know the level of that water, number one. Secondly, you don't know where they have their channels, apart from cable. The channel alone, you can easily get drawn.
But let's talk about the cable.
But about the cable, at least the depth of cable is so far away from the upside.
But sometimes,
but at times through these people that are excavating up and down, there's some cable that they put on surface. By putting cable on surface is on high risk, and it poses danger for people that when it's raining, people doesn't even know. By matching that cable during that time when that place being flooded.
So it calls for vigilance.
Yes. So
it calls for vigilance. People are supposed to shine their eyes. Yes. So when they waka, when rain follow, they make them look left, right, and center. See where they want waka, the place they no get snapped lines. No be saying why I don't follow.
Most of those underground cable, there's a sign on that cable trench that this is where the cable pass. This is where the cable pass. There's a sign on it. Because it's just like a form of block like this, which they put it on which there's a sign on the body of that block. So that by seeing such a thing, it's better when it's raining, don't near that place. Like how this gas pipeline is being laid, they have to normally put the sign there. See, this is gas pipeline, so stay away from that place. Like how the cable is also put in that way.
Thank you. Let me remind our listeners to actually call us. Let's try and participate. It's for your own good. 020-1515-1027. Another line is 020-1515-2027. If you reach us through our WhatsApp line 081-001-30349. Now, during rainy season, you have situations where electrical appliances, even indoors, become wet. How do you handle such situations?
In the indoor like that, like we said about flooding, you're not expected.
We're indoors now.
Indoors first, you need to switch off electrical appliances when the house is flooded. That's indoors. You need to put off this because once your hand is wet and you're operating electrical appliances, you have the risk of electrocution because your hand are wet. Like I said earlier, they're not friends. So when there is a heavy rain or even flooding in your area, in your house, you're expected to put off your appliances in order to be in a safe hand. Because once your body and the hand are wet and they are operating electrical appliances, you have the tendency to receive electric shock or even have electrocution in the process. And what we mean electrocution is fatality, death. So that doesn't give you the chance of maybe telling the story. So that is why it's advisable that once this situation happens, knock off all your electrical appliances.
God forbid, if electrocution can happen, how person go handle such a thing?
Once there is electrocution first, before you touch somebody that has been electrocuted or somebody that has been held by electricity, you need to isolate the power supply first. because the moment you touch that person,
you're gone.
that is electrocuted already.
You're gone.
Yeah, you're also going to follow the person. So what you do first is you off the light and make sure that the light is off. Then you use dry stick to push the person off from the line.
Not be fresh. Not be fresh.
Dry wood that is not wet. Dry wood or cloth, blanket.
Yes,
that
should not be wet.
It should not be wet
yes.
too. All those should not be wet.
Wet.
They can use it and remove the person from the contact of the line.
Okay, we'll go for a short break. The program continues. We'll go for a short break. When we return, and my guests are still here with us in the studio.
Dear esteemed customer, Eco Electricity Distribution Company, EcoDisco, hereby advises you against careless attitudes in your daily usage of electricity to avoid electrocution. Electrocution is the passage of electrical currents through a human body, resulting in death. EKEDC therefore advises you to be extremely careful when using electric gas cookers, microwave ovens, washing machines, irons, and so on when plugging in your TV, radio, DVD players, and stereo sets. Do not tamper with or attempt repairing your meter if it develops a fault. Invite a qualified electrical engineer. Also, this rainy season, to avoid electrocution or untimely death, be careful not to step on naked electricity wire or engage in any trading or business activity under high tension wire. For any electrical issues you have, call our customer care line on 0708 067 1170 and 0700 123 5666. EKEDC, empowering the quality of lives.
You're welcome back. It's still Power Connect show on Niger FM 102.7. We're still discussing safety here. Before I actually come to my guest, let me remind you of these lines. Please call us. Let's do it together. 020 1515 1027. Another line is 020 1515 2027. The WhatsApp line is 081 001 30349. Those are the three lines. Please, let's do it together.
Okay. Still talking about indoor safety now. Is there a way that right from the construction stage, right from the time the house is being constructed and the domestic wiring and installation is being done, is there a way that we can do this in anticipation of flooding or other safety concerns?
If I may go back to memory days, let me say 70s and 80s, when you construct a building, people do normally go for surface wiring, which is very, very 100% safe, 100% okay. But when we now move into modern life, that's then we now introduce conduit wiring. That's the reason why I see some people, they may get electrocuted inside their bedroom. Because conduit wiring, when there's a leakage on the wire, there will be a return current. Maybe there's a bridge of neutral and phase. And the thing is conduit, you won't know. And you are having water heater in your bedroom. So it's very, very hazardous.
So if you turn on the water heater,
you will receive there's no you will receive shock because all your body is already wet.
It's already wet.
So automatically that current will flow through your whole system and you'll be grounded.
So this now takes us to the issue of constant check and inspection. Mr. Cletus, how regularly should people do constant check? How regularly should they do electricity safety check of the house?
It should be a routine, something that you do frequently. It shouldn't be something you say maybe monthly or weekly. It should be a routine thing that you're supposed to be inspecting your home to ensure that everything is perfectly in order. Because like what he said, if there is any wiring issues in your house that you could not identify earlier, it might be very disastrous by the time the thing occurs. So it is advised that you keep on carrying out routine maintenance, routine check of your electrical appliances, electrical wiring system in your home, and employ a competent electrical contractor to fix it.
It's like we have sorry, Mr. Cletus, we have someone online. Good evening. This is the Power Connect show. Good evening. Hello, this is the Power Connect show. Can we meet you? Hello? It's the Power Connect show. Are you here with us? Hello? Oh.
I think the line has.
Okay, we lost the call.
Like to buttress what my colleague said, we have different type of sockets. We have 13 amps, 15 amps.
Okay, there's someone calling on from the WhatsApp line.
Hello.
Okay, can we meet the person? Hello? Hello, people want to reach us, but it's like network has not been so cooperative.
Hello. Seems we have lost him.
Yeah, looks like. Okay.
Like what I'm talking about, like that socket now, which is 13 amp socket, and we have 15 amp socket. At times, people do normally plug extension to one socket, and they will now load the extension with so many outgoings. Let me say, by putting fridge on it, TV on it, you will now overload particular socket, and there's tendency for that socket to get burnt. And by so doing, it may cause fire outbreak in the house. It will first cause explosion, and second, the wire will go burnt. And if care is not taken, if you're not in the house, the fire.
That is why we are saying that for you to maintain electrical safety at home, every gadgets are rated.
Hello. Good evening.
Yeah, thank you. Where are you calling us from?
This is only from our papa.
From our papa, okay. Okay.
So let's listen to you.
So my question with the visitor inside the house.
Okay.
So if I may ask, yes sir, please, you are from where? Is it Power Holding? Or can I ask like this, like, are you from NEPA or Power Holding?
From Eco Electricity Distribution Company. These are officials of Eco Electricity Distribution Company, the sponsors of this program. Please go ahead with your question.
Okay. We are talking about like maybe when you have electricity in your house. So you can't have to see like maybe there is rain or there is thunder. So you can easily just turn off the lights.
You are right.
Yes.
So like I will talk say like this kind of set for century will do. You people cannot introduce like underground electricity without we carry our life from up like underground. So we talk like now see anything see we can don't introduce say you want for or turn at the thunder like so like you know with slide by then.
Okay. Thank you for your contribution. Thank you for your contribution. This has nothing to do with the issue of safety. We are talking about safety. The last caller, please let's listen very well. We are talking of safety, and that when you are in the house and it is really, this has nothing to do with EKDC. It's about you protecting yourself from electrical accident. Anyway, our time is up. So we want to thank our guests.
I do hope the message of safety that we have been sounding to the ears of our listeners in the last 4 weeks is not lost. We will continue to, of course, as time permits, to continue mention the issue of safety. It's not about underground cable, it's about your own safety. And that's the message we have pushed across. Thank you very much for your wonderful engineer,
Mr.
Demola and Cletus.
You are welcome.
Onyuku. You are welcome. Done so very wonderfully well. Thank you so much. Our regards to EKDC.
Thank you very much.
Tell us that when you get them. My name is Banji Busari. That's our show for today.
And my name is Ademola Benkranson Adegoke. I see you next week.
Dear valued customer, kindly visit our website www.ekdp.com/SCS and impute your current meter number to check the eligibility status of your meter to upgrade to the STS2 version.
If your meter is eligible, we will get back to you. But if it is not eligible, you will have to apply for a new meter. And note that EKDC will reimburse you for the meter over